on just out at my parents' acreage, and me and my dad put together this automated irrigation system. It's going to be on a timer just out of PVC, so I'll just run you guys through it and then we'll turn it on, and pretty happy with it. So we just got a connection from our hose. This connection here to the PVC with these valves, and everything, all the pipe, all the fittings, all the valves and everything, it was about 150 bucks, so not too bad. So we come up to the bed here, a valve on the top, and then this long piece running down there with an end cap, and then we just drilled 16-inch holes every 6 inches that the water comes out of. So really simple, really easy. And then it just comes along, connects to the next one, runs down the bed, connection here, and none of this has been glued, it's just been pressed together, and it seems to be holding fine. We might end up gluing some of the pieces, but we would like to be able to take this apart as much as possible. We might be doing something, putting some kind of supports, some pegs or something, just to keep the pipe at a good level. It's really important when you're doing this, if you do a system like this, you'll see here there's a little bit of an uphill part, so we need to make this piece longer so that basically everything is either level or better, has a slight downward kind of slope to it. Same as the long pieces along the bed. We definitely don't want any uphill or any kind of low spots. We want it to be nice and level with a little bit of a downhill trend. But yeah, really pretty easy to put together, and not too expensive. And we're gonna have it on a timer, and these water most of the bed pretty good. The one thing you have to kind of play around with or figure out is with your water pressure, because obviously when all of these are running based on your water pressure, that's going to alter how much water comes out of the holes. So you kind of got to trial and error and see, based on what your water pressure is like in your area. You might have to have certain parts turned on and then turn that off and run the other parts. So that was kind of an unknown, and we didn't really know when we put this together if the water would come out at a decent amount or if it would just barely dribble out of the pipe with all of these turned on. But it works pretty good. We're pretty happy with it. We just, like I said, got to make a few adjustments. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else to say. Yeah, I'll turn it on and we'll see what it looks like when everything's running. Okay, so this is it running. As you can see, I mean, it doesn't cover the entire bed, but what we really wanted with this system is at least to cover most of it. And then if we're noticing that there's certain parts which aren't working, we can play around with it, maybe adjust the height of this center pipe, or if we have to water a little bit by hand, then it's better than having to do all the beds by hand. So just having constant little bit of irrigation is better than nothing. And yeah, if you want to do this system yourself or something like this, very simple, but of course, plan out ahead of time, kind of roughly what you're going to need, get an idea in your head, but then you also have to kind of build it and figure it out as you go. Especially with these pieces, you want to make sure everything is measured up and you kind of fit it together before you go ahead and cut everything. So they're working not bad. It's not the greatest pressure. And then this one here, we gave quite a bit of a water, but we can just turn it on here. So just by turning off a couple of the beds, you can see the difference in the pressure. And then by opening another one up, it does start to reduce it. So we're definitely, it's not perfect, but it's a start of something. And yeah, very easy to do. Got all these fittings and stuff and everything for about 150 bucks, all the pipe, just 1/2-inch PVC, and yeah, very easy to put together. Just drilled all the holes out every 6 inches, And like I said, it's just, at least it's a constant, steady amount of water, rather than having to do everything by hand. So yeah, just didn't take long, and that's full pressure on one bed there. So I mean, even if you had to come over and you one at a time open and close the valves, you can let this thing run while you're doing other stuff, rather than standing over the bed with your, your hose and your nozzle and showering everything by hand. This way, it's right at the soil surface. It's going to get right to the roots where the plant needs it. It's not going to be watering all over the leaves and blowing around in the wind. So yeah, we're very happy. Very cheap and easy to put together. And if you guys have any suggestions or questions or comments or any kind of things that you've done with a system like this, please, post your comments. So take care, everyone. Bye.